Chapter 18. Madhavan Pillai returned to Kerala after 20 years of working in Dubai. His wife Lata was a professor at a college in Cochin and had retired from service. He built a new house in Angamali, a township near Cochin Airport. They had one son who worked in the Central Excise Department as an inspector. It was raining incessantly for the last 2 or 3 days. After lunch, the three were sitting in the drawing room and watching TV. Suddenly, breaking news came to TV. Due to excessive rainfall in Kerala, water levels of dams had gone much above the danger mark. Idukki and 3 other dams will be opened shortly. Other areas of the state are also likely to be submerged. In the meantime, the mobile phone of Shashi got a ring. He picked up the phone. The talk ended soon. Madhavan asked Shashi, "What's the matter?" Shashi said, "Acha Amma, we must leave the house immediately and go to a safe place." Then a police jeep came about, their house announcing on mic, "Please pay attention. The water in the nearby dams has climbed much above the danger mark, so the gates of the dams will be opened. There is a possibility of flooding in this area. All of you are requested to leave this place and move to high altitude places." For a while, they were in a fix. They never encountered such a situation before. Madhavan went out and looked. People were rushing in one direction. The water was coming from the other side. Madhavan said to Shashi, "Put some clothes and rupees in a bag immediately. We will soon find some safe place." Shashi instantly put a purse and a few clothes of 3 of them in a bag. Lata said, "Wait 2 minutes, I will find a lock. Will you leave the house open?" Madhavan peeped out of the window. The water had come near his house. Madhavan said, "There is no time to look for a lock. We must go immediately." The trio got out and joined a group of people moving forward. There were some familiar neighbors in that flock. But in the tense situation, no one greeted as usual. They were all walking. The water flow and level were increasing. The water had come to the knees. Madhavan got an idea from the next crossroads. There was an ascending road on the right, in which slightly ahead there was Agrawal Dharmshala. Madhavan shouted, "We can go to Agrawal Dharmshala by turning from the next crossroad to right." Someone said, "Sir, you lead us there." Madhavan moved forward. The water level was rising rapidly. All of them were slowly moving on, avoiding the potholes on the road. It took half an hour to reach the intersection, and by that time the water level reached the height of Madhavan's waist. Shashi continued to support his mother. After reaching the crossroads, Madhavan pointed to the right. Seeing in that direction, everyone got some relief. The road on the right went to the upper side. After a short climb, the road had no water. Within a few minutes, they reached Dharmshala and found a place to stay on the 3rd floor. The administrator of Dharmshala gave some rugs and sheets to lay. Along with it, there was no arrangement for food. Now for the food, they were dependent on the people who were doing the rescue and relief work. All were wet and tired. Those who had brought some clothes, they changed clothes. At 6 o'clock in the evening, the torrential rain started. Water reached near Dharamshala. The children had started feeling hungry. They started asking for food. No phone was working. In the mind of everyone, the question was, how would you have children without food? Everything was uncertain.